Good afternoon and welcome to the regular meeting of the City Council, including the Library and Observatory Board, Housing Authority Board, and the City Council representing Redevelopment's successor agency. And it's scheduled to open at 1 o'clock, so we're at 1 right now. And I'd like to ask Council Member Lynn Mulatto to do the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you please remain standing for a brief moment?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I want to note that Lieutenant Rick Espinoza is in the chamber with us today. Lieutenant Espinoza leads the Sheriff's Department team that protects and serves all of us in the city of Rancho Mirage. So I want to take a moment to recognize two fallen Riverside County deputies, Deputy Darnell Calhoun and Deputy Isaiah Cordero, who needlessly lost their lives protecting others. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their families, their friends, and fellow law enforcement officers. We here at the city work closely with these deputies, and we want them to know that we share in their loss and their heartbreak. Thank you to our law enforcement deputies here in Rancho Mirage, who do such a remarkable job in serving our community and in keeping us all safe. And can we have a moment of silence to memorialize in our own way these two fallen deputies? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And thank you, Rick.
Thank you. Now I'd like to ask the clerk to do the roll call, please.
Councilmember Mulatto. Here. Councilmember Marker.
Here.
Councilmember Weil.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Downs.
I'm here.
And Mayor Kite.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. We'd like to begin today's meeting with two presentations. The first one is an announcement by the PGA Tour champions, Galleria Classic Mission Hills Country Club. And then today is Michelle Delancey, a tournament director for Galleria Classic PGA Tour champions. Good to have you here today.
Thank you. Hello, Mayor Kite and the esteemed council members and the city staff and residents. Thank you for having me. I am Michelle Delancey, the tournament director of the inaugural Gallery Classic. We're honored to be here in the city of Rancho Mirage to have our first tournament March 20th to 26th, 2023. I recently moved to the area in September with my fluffy dog Baxter from Seattle. I was in sports marketing there for a long time and had the opportunity to run another PGA Tour Champions event there, and couldn't pass up the opportunity to move here to a wonderful community and a very rich golf professional community to put on another event here. So thank you for having me. I'd love to start by playing what the PGA Tour Champions like to call a sizzle video to give you just an idea of really what we can see here in March.
One thing to be taught, this dreams
Oh, he's starting to feel it now. Just in the zone. What a putt.
Puts a stranglehold on the Charles Schwab Cup standings.
Oh, wow. Fred Couples, that's how you do it. Are you kidding me? Seriously?
You gotta be kidding me. Good gracious.
We're just having a blast. The who's who of golf is out here playing.
How many sports you get to go out there and literally play with the guys while they're playing?
I've met a lot of great people in Pro-Ams and even got some business deals out of it.
My mentality in the Pro-Ams are make sure that my amateur partners, whoever I play with, is that they have a great time. Nice birdie. That's a 4, isn't it?
I've got one more video for my show and
The newest
show and tell.
PGA Tour Champions event is coming to Rancho Mirage. The Gallery Classic tees off March 24th through the 26th at Mission Hills Country Club. This inaugural event features 78 PGA Tour Champions professionals on the iconic Dinah Shore Tournament course. Be a part of history. The Gallery Classic, where legends are tested. Single and multi-day passes available now at thegalleryclassic.com.
So that second video we're excited to see on our local station starting this weekend around the American Express broadcast. So that, as you can see, featuring Rancho Mirage and Mission Hills. So we're excited to get that out there to start our advertising. Here today to tell you more about the Gallery Classic and answer any questions, but thank you again for having me. So the players, as you saw on that video, we have 78 players, legends of the game, as we like to call them, members of the World Golf Hall of Fame. We expect to see players like Fred Couples, John Daly, Vijay Singh, David Duval, Bernhard Langer, Ernie Els, and many more. And a lot of these faces may be familiar from the years past when they've played here in the Coachella Valley. The PGA Tour champions last time they were here was 1983. So needless to say, they're very excited to be back in the city of Rancho Mirage and the Coachella Valley playing for a lot of really excited golf fans. We've learned a lot in the community in my 3 months that I've been here. Our schedule of events for the week will start on Monday, March 20th. The players will be arriving from Newport Beach, where they'll play at the Hogue Classic. We'll have a couple days of practice rounds for the guys to get them familiar with the area and the course. And then we will host a 2-day Pro-Am for 52 foursomes each day on the Dinah Shore course in the morning and the afternoon. A foursome includes the fifth person being the PGA Tour professional, so they have a day out on the course hearing all the stories and getting all the great tips from the PGA Tour professionals. Friday through Sunday, we will have the Gallery Classic, which is the tournament competition, and that will include 78 PGA Tour champions professionals playing 54 holes for a $2.2 million purse. That will start on Friday morning. Our tee times each day will be 9:15 to 11:15. So we encourage guests to come out when they'd like to be able to see them tee off on the first tee and the 10th tee, walk the course, or hang out in the 18th area. There's hospitality spaces, clubhouse, as well as public seating to be able to come out and watch or walk with your favorite PGA Tour champions professionals. We have a variety of ticket options for people to be able to attend the event. We're selling those right now at thegalleryclassic.com. We're selling single-day tickets, 3-day tickets. We sell clubhouse tickets and premium seating on the 18th green, and all of those are available there on our website. As well as an opportunity to sit in the 18th green, what we call the Champions Club, some upgraded food and beverage, and a nice way to see if they can make it right over onto that floating green on 18. As we all know, sponsors are so important to a tournament like this, and I want to thank you for your partnership with us. We're very excited to be able to partner with the City of Rancho Mirage, including other local partners, and have partnered with a lot of really great city members and vendors to be able to put on a tournament like this. The title of our tournament is called the Gallery Classic. The title sponsor is Gallery, which is a test. It is an early cancer detection test out of a company called Grail, and we're excited to be able to be a part of what is their first sports sponsorship. So they will be here on site tournament week to be able to do do an early cancer detection test, which is a blood draw to be able to learn up to 50 cancers. It's something that your doctor prescribes. Usually it's a 10-day test that comes back, but something they're excited to be able to talk more about with the community out here. The charity portion of any tournament like this is very important to the PGA Tour, and a portion of our proceeds for the Gallery Classic will stay right here in the Coachella Valley. We have chosen 6 cancer charities to really be a part of the proceeds of this event. We're happy to be able to partner with the Desert Cancer Foundation, Eisenhower Health, the Pendleton Foundation, Shays Warriors Life After Cancer, American Cancer Society Palm Desert, and the Hanson House. I've gotten to know all of them over the last few months, and I know they're very excited to partner with us, and we appreciate all of the great things that they do here for the community and look forward to giving back to them. Unlike any other professional sport, the PGA Tour Champions relies on over 100,000 volunteers to help run their events each year. Volunteers are an integral part of the success of every one of these tournaments, and we have an opportunity to bring in about 650 volunteers to help us put on the tournament for Tournament Week, March 20th to the 26th. We have over 25 committees to choose from, including marshals, carts, caddies, hospitality, and many, many other things. And if you've ever had a chance to be a part of a tournament like this or volunteer, or maybe your friends have, I know they've got stories for days and look forward to coming back for more. So we look forward to inviting all of the volunteers out again. I think that is it. I really look forward to seeing all of you out in March, and I'm happy to answer any questions. But thank you again for having me here today, and thank you for your support of the Gallery Classic.
Michelle, it's really exciting to have them come back. This should be a great tournament. How's the Pro-Am going to go?
The Pro-Am will have morning tee times and afternoon tee times. So we'll see 25 foursomes in the morning and 25 foursomes in the afternoon. So we'll have valet parking just right up there at Mission Hills. They'll check in, have some breakfast, mingle with some of the PGA Tour Champions players, and then they'll get to tee off on the first tee. And like a very exciting event, when you go to tee off, your name will be announced to the crowd that's there, and you'll be able to get to play 18 holes with the PGA Tour Champions Professional, have lunch along the way, and come in to high five on all the great round that you got to play, and that hopefully hole-in-one you hit maybe out there on 17.
Of course. Sounds exciting. Any questions, comments?
I'd like to welcome you as well. I'm a 25-year member of Mission Hills Country Club, and I actually live there as well. And I had the opportunity to play with a number of the pros when they were out here who lived at Mission Hills, as you probably know.
Yes.
A number of them did over the years, and so I know they are greatly looking forward to returning, and we're looking forward to greeting them. So thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you. I will say that I did get a message from John Cook, and Fred Couples is a friend of mine, and they both lived together at Mission Hills many years ago. When I told them that I was moving here to do this tournament, they were very excited for it. And John Cook is going to take a moment to step out of the Golf Channel the week of the Gallery Classic to be able to come back and play at Mission Hills. So we look forward to having him and Fred play in the tournament where they used to live.
He sure did. John Cook knows the course well. That's
Yes,
for sure.
he does. We're excited to have him back.
Absolutely. That's great. I'll look forward to saying hi to them.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much.
If I may, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
So I too am a member at Mission Hills, and I have a question that I suspect I already know the answer to. Is there any hope that the champion is going to jump in Poppy's pond?
You know, I was wondering if I was going to get that question because I get that a lot. I think if you asked one of them and they were standing here today, they would be very excited to be able to win this PGA Tour Champions event here, an inaugural event, and they would tell you, yes, they would do it. We'll see how they do when they stand there on 18 with that large crowd and that small body of water that they're going to lunge into to see. We aren't highlighting it maybe as much as the wonderful event that was the LPGA and just the iconic history that they had there, but we also won't stop them if they decide to do it. So we'll all have to watch together. Yes, exactly.
We'll see whether the mayor ends up in the water.
There you go.
Richard, I'll come and help you out if you do.
Well, thanks again for being here.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to the next few months and getting this on the road, and it should be exciting.
Thank you very much. We're very excited. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Now, the second presenter today is from the Living Desert and Gardens, and I'd like to introduce Sue Hawkins.
Jan.
Jan Hawkins, sorry.
Welcome, Mayor Kite and City Council members, and all the congratulations to the new members. And congratulations on getting this Pro-Am. This is really exciting. Living Desert is trying to figure out how we can partner with them in some way as well. So we forgot Alan. Kippy, where's Alan? Alan Monroe is our CEO and president, and he was scheduled to be here, but last minute, some issues came up, and so he was unable to make it. So he sent the two blondes, and we hope that...
I'm the AV support.
Yes, she is, indeed. So this is a Rancho Mirage day for me. I just came from Eisenhower from Annenberg for a planned giving conference. I'm in development, as is Kippy, and we have Lexi Ward, who is our interim director of development, because I'm trying to cut back a little bit. So Lexi, I think, is familiar with several of you as well. Let's see. So why are we here? We're here for two reasons. First, we want to give you a ginormous thank you for all the support that you've given to us. I pulled the figures today, and the city has given us over $60,000 in the last few years. The support from Ted Weil has just been phenomenal. Ted's been attended our board member meetings and has been great. So we appreciate the support from Rancho Mirage and look forward to your gala table this year again. So thank you very much for that. It's great to be part of the community. So we're here to thank you. Thank you for having us today. The second is to update you on what the Living Desert is up to, what's new at the zoo, right? And I hearken back to the last time I was here. It happened to be on the day that you made the decision on In-N-Out. And there was a huge crowd, and we were asked if we wanted to do it another time. I said, no, we've got this huge captive crowd. And so we got to present first, and everyone learned all about what was happening at the Living Desert as they were thinking about hamburgers. So I love In-N-Out, of course. So, all right, so what's happening? Let's go into our there we go. So we're celebrating now. We're on 52 years of being in the community of the Coachella Valley. This is an overview of what the park looks like now. This beautiful campus arose from. Do we have the original pictures? Yeah. So no, I guess we don't. So. We're here to tell you who we are, what we do, why it's important, and how the city of Rancho Mirage can help. We are...
No, a giraffe's tongue is almost 1.5 feet long? Come on!
Here's our commercial.
Did you know there are 5 different species of rhino? These are black rhinos. Wallabies jump really high. Cheetahs can't roar. Best day ever!
So we live to hear that. Best day ever. I'm hoping that all of you have had a chance to come to Living Desert and to see our new rhino habitat. Yes? Have we all? Yes?
I was there yesterday.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, Council Member Downs, that's wonderful. And Mrs. Marker, we would love to have you and Todd come as well. I always have an open invitation for everyone to come and take a special tour. Kippy is a great tour guide. Lexi, myself, we all love to do that. So why do we do what we do? There are some things that make us super, super happy. That have long-lasting results. We have over 100,000 children that visit the Living Desert every year. They come with their families. They also come in groups of school children. Rancho Mirage School sends their children. We have about 30,000 during a non-COVID year, about 30,000 local students and students from all over Southern California. This is a heat map of where our students come from. So they come from as far north as Santa Barbara, all the way down from San Diego. They pass the LA Zoo, they pass the San Diego Zoo, and they come to the Living Desert because they recognize the value that we give students when they're studying about the ecology that Southern California is famous for. So nothing makes us happier than when we see yellow school buses lined up in the parking lot, and they are there, and we know that there are hundreds of children running through the zoo, wreaking havoc, but learning something as well. All right. Here we have one of our zookeepers, and we call them different things. They're not just zookeepers, they're curators, they're zoo biologists. All of them have 4-year degrees, if not more. Many have masters. They're not just pooper scoopers, and I love to build them up because they're integral to making the zoo work, and the care and the compassion that they have for the animals and the work that they do. And here they're sharing it with a group of school children, and you can tell from the faces and the questions that they have. We're a great place for career opportunities for our youngsters. We have a lot of teens that come through, and on occasion we try to get teens to introduce to our vet staff. We have 2 full-time vets on staff, looking for the second one right now, but typically we do. All right. Here we have a keeper out on site with one. Is that a barn owl? Yeah. Barn owl. And what's so interesting is these children. And I used to work for the Boys and Girls Club in the Coachella Valley, and I know that the kids from Mecca, from Coachella, from Indio, many of them never get out of their neighborhoods. So for them to come and see firsthand and listen to a keeper talk about the animals it's inspirational for these kids. So here we have in our New Australia exhibit a young man. We're looking, who's looking at whom. So he's. So this is a saying that Alan always projects. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, an experience is worth 1,000 pictures. And that's why so many children come, run through the park, get to see our animals. They're not in cages. They're in large habitats. Okay. So many people don't realize that we go outside of the Coachella Valley. We currently have more than 50 projects in 11 countries that we help to fund. We send people, we send keepers on projects. We work very closely with grassroots communities in Africa to help save their endangered animals. And we're going to quickly go through a couple of them. This is a baby tortoise. So I don't know how many of you know, but tortoises in general are an endangered species in the deserts. Part of the reason is when they're born, they're soft shells for 2-3 years. So what happens with the raven population, and we all know about our ravens, right? They're overpopulating because of the amount of trash that's left out. So ravens love baby tortillas, baby tortoises, because they can peck through the shells, and so they kill the baby tortoises. So we're in concert with the LA Zoo, San Diego Zoo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, and Edwards Air Force Base. We have a project of hatching baby tortoises in part of our hospital, and we have super grow lights on them so that they can harden their shells within a shortened time period, and then we give them back to the facilities that gave them to us, and they'll put them back out in the desert, and so that they can survive. So it's a great little project.
Part of our Head Start program.
Right.
So by the time they leave us and are reintroduced into the wild, they're going to be about the size of a softball. So not easy prey to the ravens.
So here they are. They're a little group of them. They're just they're pretty adorable. Okay. One of the other projects that we do off-site, out of the country, is in Somaliland. And Somaliland is kind of a no man's land. It's not part of Somalia. They're its own country. And they have been they've been getting the wildlife back on track. But one of the issues that they have, many of the leaders in South Africa, in Somalia, for instance, take cheetahs out of the wild. They get cheetah cubs, and they keep them as an honor, to show how wealthy they are and how important they are. And then when they get to a certain age where they're not manageable, they just toss them away. So Somaliland has a sanctuary for cheetahs, and currently I believe there's 100 cheetahs, which is too many for the small staff that they had. So Alan sent our keeper staff of four keepers to go rescue and help with the drugs and medications that these little cheetahs need to get past the illnesses and the diseases that they came to them with. So this is one of our keepers in Somaliland that was part of the project to take care of the cheetahs. So why should the city of Rancho Mirage support the Living Desert? Why is that, Kippy? Because your residents love us. How many residents? Rancho Mirage residents visited over 10,000 times last year. We offer a volunteer program. We currently have between 400 and 500 volunteers, mostly seniors, and so we offer a place for people to go to. Not if they don't want to work in the hospital situation at Eisenhower, then they can come up to the Living Desert and work with the animals and meet people. We could not run the zoo without our volunteers. So we've welcomed over 12 million guests over the last 52 years. It's an astounding story. So how do we do it? We have to have community support. So Jan, how much money do we get from the state, or the cities, or the federal? We get no ongoing no ongoing source of income. We have grants made to us from Indian Wells and Palm Desert because we sit on their land and it's to their benefit. So we get some money for some of the programming that we do, but we receive no ongoing. So I love going out and talking to city councils and saying, the gem that we have developed is because of you as citizens and governmental entities. So we did an economic.
The economic impact is $500 million. I mean, it's sort of hard to even wrap your head around that number. But between jobs and people coming here and airfare and restaurants and hotel, the professional services that these people use, we really are more than just a gem here in this valley, but we're actually giving back.
So for those of you that have seen the rhinos, this was a year ago, this was our grand opening ribbon cutting. And we were very, very proud to open a beautiful 4-acre habitat for our 2 African black rhinos. And they're pretty spectacular. So if you haven't seen the habitat, you need to come.
Since Alan's not here, I'd love to know where he gets his clothes, because every time I see him, I'm like, man, that guy has style.
So just the 30-second story, for all of our galas, he has a coat made every single year. He selects the material, has it done by Pepe the tailor, if you're all familiar with Pepe, and we never see it literally until the day of gala. He would have to kill us if we saw it ahead of time.
We can't wait to see what it's going to be like for lions. I think we're going to be in
Right.
for a heck of a treat. So this is one of our black African rhinos. This is Naya, our female. She turned 4 last August, and we also have a male who is Jolly, and he just turned 3 on Christmas Eve this year. So they're still a little young, and it'll probably be another couple of years before they can trip to Light Fantastic and hopefully have a bouncing 170-pound baby. So they love to roll around in the mud. It's one of their favorite things to do, not only from giving them protection against the sun, but also against bugs and what have you. So they normally roll around at least once a day, and then they go and rinse off and just repeat. They also love watermelon. So if you ever wondered how a rhino eats a watermelon, well, just watch and you'll see how that happens.
Wait, it's coming.
Wait for it, yeah. And there we go. So Naya will eat the whole thing. She doesn't even spit out the seeds.
So this habitat opened a year ago and is partially responsible for the great numbers that we had last year. We had a spectacular year. We had lots of guests coming in because of the rhinos. So all of you probably, hopefully, have been to Wild Lights, if not this past year. It grows bigger and better every single year. We just finished it. The next exciting event is Glow in the Park. And if you haven't been, you really need to go. We started it this last year. Because we couldn't complete Wild Lights the year before. And so we thought we'd leave the lights up. And this last year, we hired an outside company that works with zoos. And they put these Chinese lanterns up. And it's wonderful. There are activities. Everyone we've had a tremendous response. It brings people, they eat in Rancho Mirage. I know this. So some of the other things that we do, we have to also put money back into infrastructure. We can't just do the showy things just for the tourists. So one of the things that we have to do is, because we're hiring more people, is to build out new staff offices. So if you remember, as you enter the park, on the far right side used to be our administrative buildings, and that were trailers in essence. We've knocked all of them down, and we're building a new staff, and we're expanding the parking lot. So if you lived across the street from the zoo, you would be jumping for joy, because during Wild Lights and during Glow, and when we have special events, the line of cars goes all the way down to 111, just about sometimes. So we'll be putting in another couple hundred of parking spots.
And we've also instituted time ticketing, which I think has helped tremendously, as opposed to, and that's something that COVID taught us, really, so that we actually extended that to the Wild Lights and to Glow, so that we are really in control of the traffic flow.
So along those lines, we have started we're in the middle of our capital campaign, which we call the Pride of the Desert. And we want people to be proud of this gem that is part of the Coachella Valley. So this is our capital campaign. The exciting new parts of it that we haven't shared very much yet publicly, we will be building a new cafe right across from the Bighorn Mountain. The overview of it there'll be an outside patio, and it'll seat about 150 people. We recognized that we needed to upgrade our dining facilities. They were very small. They can't get food out very quickly. So this will be a wonderful new venue for events, as well as drawing people, families, to come and have a bite to eat. It will incorporate called a marketplace and a splash pad with recycled water. Yes, for those of you that will inevitably ask. So the Lion Ridge is estimated November of 2025, a little less than 2 years, depending on our fundraising.
Yes.
And it comprises, it'll be several acres in we'll have an outside part. Well, do you want to talk about
absolutely. So the Lion Ridge is what we call it. So we are going to be welcoming a pride of 3 lions, and if you could think of a little bit like a clover leaf, so there'll be 3 pods where there'll be a lion in each, and then a central part where the guests will be walking through, which is what is represented here. The lion up on the mountain, when he is looking, he can see the rhinos from there. So that'll be kind of interesting for him. The other fabulous thing is that a lot of the rocks in the habitat are actually going to be climate controlled. I don't know if you know this, but a lion is just like a 350-pound cat. It loves being warm, so the rocks will be cooled in the summer and warmed in the winter, giving the opportunity to our guests of having a really up-close and personal experience with the lions. As you see, there's these 2 little kids with the lion across the way. So we're very much looking forward to that. As Jan said, the projected opening for that is in the fall of 25. So the other cool thing about this habitat is there is actually going to be catwalks. So if you see that lion will actually be able to go from one habitat to the next. And we as people are just going to be able to see them actually move from one habitat to the other. So I think it'll be an incredible experience for our guests. The other thing that that is part of the capital campaign is a 500-seat event and conference center. And we all know we have a lot of event venues in this beautiful valley of ours, but unfortunately, most of them are 4 beige walls. We didn't want to go that route, and we're actually going to have 2 of our walls looking into a lion habitat. So I think that will be a game changer for a lot of people. So instead of having conferences in these other venues, we'll be able to attract a lot of people coming in for sales conferences and what have you. And I think that we can probably train the lions to really motivate those people. Yeah. There's an outside portion that will probably seat about 250. As you know, most of our events start with a bit of a cocktail, and then as we go into dinner, into the event center. So it will be something to see. So projected is the fall of 25. Our first major gala in the event center will be in March of 26. So this is a representation, actually. Whoops, can somebody bring that down? Can you bring that volume down? Okay. So this is actually a virtualization from the architects. So they take the blueprints and all, and then they virtualize it. Just so I can tell you right, those people are not real. I thought I recognized some of them, but they're not real. So we have a lot of events at the zoo, and one of them is saying I do at the zoo. So a lot of people get married at the zoo. And for the next 2 years, all of the best dates have already been booked. But I have a feeling that once this event center is open, we'll probably have the pleasure of having a lot more weddings at the zoo.
So having the event center really extends the summer and the shoulder months for us and for you as well, because the overflow of the tourism obviously comes from Rancho Mirage. There's so many of your residents that have their family out and come to the zoo because we're open every day except for Christmas. So how can you help? Become an annual supporter of our education programs. We do a lot of youth. We have zoo camp during the summer and the holidays. We do a teen program. Kids get an opportunity to learn about the animals and interface with the public, sponsor community activities, partner with our conservation programs, naming opportunities, and as you always do, you've been supporting our gala to a great extent, and we're super appreciative of that. Is that it? Yep. Thank you for the opportunity. Come visit us, call us for a tour, and we hope to see you there. Thanks, Ted, again for all your personal support. Okay. Any questions?
I officiated a wedding at the zoo, and you guys brought out a bunch of the baby animals.
Really?
Everybody's really excited over
Yeah.
that, especially the baby porcupine.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty excited, and Kippy, she wants to sell the very first wedding that will be in the new event center.
Anybody know Leonardo DiCaprio here? Just
Any questions?
I bet Meg might.
yeah. I figure if I ask one of these days, somebody's going to say yes. Okay, well, thank you so
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the non-agenda items. This is handled through, Olivia, are you going to do the non-agenda? Okay, can you explain to the audience what the criteria is?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. This is opportunity for the public to speak on issues that are not on the agenda for a maximum of 3 minutes per speaker, and we already do have some speaker cards. We will start with Wally Melendez.
And while Wally's coming up, if you're participating online and you would like to make a non-agenda public comment, now is the time to do so. If you're on your phone, you'd hit *9 or raise hand on Zoom. And we'll get to you after the in-person audience.
Good afternoon. I'm Wally Melendez. Good afternoon, City Council, Administration, Rancho Mirage. I don't even know where the zoo is. I didn't know Rancho Mirage had a zoo. So, my pet project, which you all, behind the days, should be in the front of your mind every day when you get up and when you go to bed. FCEV charging station. FCEV charging station. FCEV charging station. I need you people. I can't do it. I don't know how to write a proposal. I need you people to get together and to realize that what I'm telling you is not to harm you, is to help us, you and us and everybody, to get with the program that we're not going to have oil forever, but we're going to have hydrogen forever. A hydrogen car is like what you call a hybrid. The Prius has been around for years and years, and people, when they first came out, people were saying, well, what's a Prius? It's a hybrid. Well, what's a hybrid? Well, a hybrid has got a battery and it's got an internal combustion engine. Well, you put gasoline in the engine and you charge the battery. Well, you can only charge the battery when you plug it in to an electrical supply. A hydrogen car recharges your battery instead of having to plug it in. The fuel cell, it's called a fuel cell, and it's run by hydrogen, and the only output it's had is a few drops of water, not carbon monoxide that pollutes the air that you breathe. So it's a scientific thing. We don't have very many scientific people around here. We need them in Rancho Mirage. please, somebody get together and put this on the agenda, on the regular agenda, so that we can discuss it and not have to cut me off in 3 minutes. So we can put a vote for it, on it. Vote on it.
Thank you for your input. Next.
We have Elena Calamanis, and she has a handout that I'll be passing out.
Good afternoon, Mayor Kite, council members. The first thing I want to say is I'm going to be talking about Catino, the lagoon. And the first thing I want to say is I don't want to stop the lagoon. But what I am asking is that, and what I've given you is some very important documentation, which I can't cover in 3 minutes, obviously, so I really seriously ask you to review it. And it's really critically important to evaluate to see if you really need a lagoon that's 24 acres in size. I don't know if you're going to be watching the Super Bowl. End to end, a football field is 1.3 acres. That means the lagoon is 18 football fields filled with water. That is a lot of water. I know that, I believe it was the city manager who talked to CVWD, and CVWD said, oh, the water assessment is fine. Well, I had that conversation with CVWD a year and a half ago, and she might not have remembered the conversation. In the presentation I have there, I am using the exact data that the CVWD does to evaluate water use. You can see in that data that even when you drop the size from 34 acres to 24 acres, the assessment is still too low. The other thing is that the environmental impact report, which I also reference in there, shows it has the documentation that says this project is using too much water. So what's going to happen? They're going to buy more Colorado River water. You don't have Colorado River water to buy. You just don't. Last week, CVWD met with 150 golf courses and talked to them, and they finally made the golf courses understand, because they use Colorado River water, that there's not going to be enough, that they're going to have to start using rebates to take out turf. Critically important. Our golf courses aren't going to make it if they don't start conserving water. So the other thing I have in that documentation is that I stopped at the Palm Springs Aquatic Center, and in there you're going to see what they have to do to go through their Olympic-sized pool to keep it clean. When the sand comes, they cool it, they heat it now. Right now it's heated to 81 degrees so it can be used. You know, the Katina Lagoon is not going to be heated. How is it going to be used? So you need to think about that. You're wasting water for something that can't be used year-round. So I have the Desert Sun article in there that has the information that they gave to the golf courses. By the way, the Katina Lagoon is 72 Olympic-size pools. That, again, is a lot of water. Crystal Lagoons, the technology provider for the lagoon, uses sensors, and that's how it distributes the chemicals to keep the water clean. We have not heard, and they kind of poo-pooed me and said, oh, okay, we know what we're doing. What happens when the sand sits on top of these sensors? And by the way, if there's too much sand in the water, they can't use the lagoon. People can't use it because the lifeguards have to be able to see to the bottom of the pool. So there needs to be a lot of considerations here. So I respectfully ask you to update the water assessment. Ask CVWD to do that. The last assessment was 2019. A lot has happened since 2019. So please review the materials I provided, and please consider why you need such a big lagoon. Is it to provide people with waterfront property in the desert? I don't think that would be a good reason. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Brad Anderson.
Good afternoon. My name's Brad Anderson. I currently live in the city of Rancho Mirage. The last speaker, I couldn't agree more. Please look into this issue. It's very important, and this is not the time to be wasteful just for tourist dollars, more or less. That's how I look at it. But actually, what I want to talk today is something that city leaders may know about, but I've had issues. I just want to start, when I speak at these public forums like this one, you run the risk of upsetting people that could possibly use city resources to harm you. And I feel this is what happened with me. I received a citation for an Ocotillo plant that's been in the same position for over a decade. And the city claims it was dead. I claim it's alive, but I have to have an expert come in and testify, which is not an issue. But I guess I went to an administrative hearing and I called a kangaroo court because it wasn't fair. It wasn't completely fair at all. I needed to get to look at any information prior to the event. I could have a continuous to retain an attorney, which I should have had. If you ever attend one of those hearings, I would highly recommend that you have an attorney, attorney to represent you, because it's a one-sided affair, and I would bet $100 million that nobody ever prevails, a citizen prevails at those. Because even the city, the code compliance officer, I mean, they issued me another citation besides the first one in the courtesy notice because I didn't respond to the courtesy notice. And that's just wrong. I mean, if I was treated fairly, I wouldn't be here speaking today. But I had a live plant. The city forced the issue of having it removed and not trimmed, not pruned. I don't know what the plant costs, but I would estimate $600. It's nice, or was nice, and but I guess I didn't have a fair hearing. I couldn't provide any information at the hearing. My expert witness, I had to have a continuous because I did. I had a master gardener come and look at the plant, and the city required that I would. Well, anyway, it's a long story, and I know I'm justified in it. And even the city subverts its authority through a third-party vendor, which is Citation Processing Center, which is Data Ticket, and then they take over complete control of the citation process. So when the hearing officer apparently mailed the hearing results to me, I never received them. And I could get a copy from that processing center. And the reason is because it's a subcontractor, apparently. But anyway, I just want to let you know I did file suit, and hopefully I'm on the close attender today, and you can talk about me. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Olivia?
Our next speaker is Deborah McGarry.
Good afternoon, City Council members. Congratulations to Council Member Marker, Council Member Downs, and Council Member Mulatto. I'm so excited to see you guys part of class of 2022. My name is Deborah McGarry, and I am the Public Affairs Manager for Southern California Gas Company. I'm here today to talk about the gas bills. I'm sure all of you have probably received your gas bills. I wanted to kind of share a little bit about what's going on, and I know that I've been providing information to the cities throughout the Coachella Valley and the areas that I cover with regards to where the gas prices are going. So as we reach out to inform all of our customers on natural gas prices, and I have to read this is something that's been prepared. We want to make sure we get all the information out there. So it may be a little bit more than 3 minutes. I apologize for that. We're reaching out to inform our customers that natural gas prices are going to be even higher than usual this January due to unprecedented factors beyond our control. Customers may see winter natural gas prices double or higher from what they were last year. The high bills are a result of historically high natural gas prices in the western United States. SoCalGas does not set the prices for natural gas. Instead, natural gas prices are determined nationally and regional markets. SoCalGas buys natural gas on those markets on behalf of our residents and small business customers. The cost of buying that gas is billed to those customers with no markup, and that means the gas company passes those on. There's no profit. It changes every month, basically. If you look at that price with regards to the cost of the natural gas, it does change every month depending on the price of the commodity. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, a number of factors are contributing to higher natural gas commodity prices. Those are widespread below normal temperatures on much of the West Coast, which includes Washington and Oregon. High natural gas demand for heating of customers' areas that are below normal temperatures. So we've experienced a lot of below normal temperatures. Reducing natural gas supply to the West Coast from Canada and the Rocky Mountains. Reducing interstate pipeline capacity to the West Coast because of pipeline maintenance activity in West Texas. And finally, low natural gas storage levels on the West Coast. To help our customers reduce energy bills, we encourage them to lower their temperature 3 to 5 degrees if health permits. We encourage them to install popper caulking, weather stripping, and this could actually reduce their cost by 15 to 20%. Use cold water when they're washing their clothes. Reduce temperatures to water heaters to 120 degrees. This can save their gas bill 22%. And also, do not use the non-essential appliances such as spas, pool heaters, and fireplaces. Those, of course, just burn natural gas. We offer several different low-income or income-qualified assistances, and we encourage our customers to go to SoCalGas.com to find out about those. We'll give a 20% discount. We have rebate programs, and similar to like what you might do for your electric bill, you could set it on a set payment every single month, and then those bills will be a little bit less expensive. We've also, as a company, have added an additional $1 million to the Gas Assistance Fund, which helps those customers that are income qualified reduce their costs on their bills by 20%. So again, if there's anything that I can do, I will provide more information. I know I've been sending the information over to the city managers and through various folks throughout the city councils, throughout the valley, and I'll be happy to send more of that. If you wouldn't mind sharing that information, getting that information out, that would be helpful. We've also been blasting that information out to our customers in our bills and our statements. So I'm happy to answer any questions. I know this is public comment, but some people do ask questions. If you need anything from me, you know where to find me.
Deborah, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
Questions are about the cost these days. Are we going to see prices continue to increase over the next few months?
I do not have any information on whether or not they'll go up. I would assume because as summer comes along, we're going to be using less gas. The less gas you use, the less your bill will be. And then they may stay high because, of course, we still are having the issues with regards to the gas coming to the western states. I do know that there has been problems with the pipelines that tend to get the gas to us. I know that we don't have then the supply and the storage because we have to buy that gas on the open market and then fill up any of our storage facilities. So therefore, we're buying whatever that cost is at that time. So I'm hoping, I think our company hopes that it's going to be similar to what we saw with gasoline. Gasoline prices went up and then they came back down and they kind of balanced out, hoping that will be the same case.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah, for being here. And by the way, Deborah also deserves a congratulations as she is the newest elected member of the La Quinta City Council. So congratulations to you as well.
Olivia?
Is there anybody in the audience who did not fill out a speaker card that would like to speak at this moment for non-agenda public comment? If you're participating remotely, please press *9 on your phone or raise your hand on Zoom. I don't see anybody on Zoom or in person, so I think we're done.
Okay, thank you. So that ends the non-agenda public comments. Moving on to the next item, which is council comments. I'd like to have the various council members let me know if they'd like to speak, beginning with Meg.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I would like to, I believe we have something we can put on the screen for the Desi Strong Foundation, the upcoming 5K. Here we go. I'd like to encourage everyone who can come out and support this altruistic cause benefiting pediatric cancer. It's a 5K run walk, which will be happening Saturday, February 4th at 7 a.m. That'll be the check-in, and then the race will start at 8 o'clock. It's a wonderful way to get out, exercise. You're supporting a great cause. It's going to take place in our Rancho Mirage Community Park. And the money from this particular foundation, it helps families who are in need of support. There's nothing worse than hearing that your child has cancer and what families must go through, and those that can't afford to help their children. There's always, a need in some way, shape, or form, whether it's through psychology, or travel, or treatment, or what have you. So I can't encourage everyone enough to support this wonderful, wonderful organization.
Thank you. Steve, do you have any comments?
I do. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So my comments today are about the Burtec Recycle program. As we know, we have a new recycle program in the city with green barrels to take care of organic waste. We have blue barrels to take care of recycled waste, and we have gray barrels to take care of our trash waste. Important for us all to embrace this new green system. So as part of a fun way to do educational outreach and promote the new organics recycling, and the city offered a chance to win a gift basket valued at $200 through the Recycling Right sweepstakes, which ended on December 31st. The randomly selected winner is going to receive a Recycling All-Star basket. You see it on the screen now. And it includes green-minded items such as stainless steel drinking cups and reusable straws, bamboo paper towels, food storage cloths, and more. I want to thank all of those who have participated in the sweepstakes and congratulate the winner. His name is Vince. He hasn't been announced yet. We haven't talked to him yet. Staff is going to do that, so I won't mention his name until staff has an opportunity to call him. But Vince is the winner. And recycling and sorting our waste properly is so important to ensure a sustainable future. So to learn more about sorting, I encourage all of you to visit the city's website, and all of us need to be as green as we can. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Ellen, do you have any comments?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This year's Rancho Mirage Speaker Series is featuring an all-star lineups showcasing sports legends, and it'll be held at the show at the Agua Caliente Resort Casino Spa here in Rancho Mirage. Beginning on Monday, January 23rd, Wayne Gretzky will take the stage. The Hockey Hall of Famer is the NHL's all-time leading point scorer and has 4 Stanley Cup championships and is widely considered the best to play in the game. The first 1,000 series tickets will also be granted free admission to the Acrisure Arena to watch the CV Firebirds home game, where Gretzky will drop the ceremonial first puck. On Tuesday, February 21st, we will welcome our second speaker, Emmitt Smith, the NFL's all-time leading rusher. The former Dallas Cowboy is a 3-time Super Bowl champion and holds the record for career rushing touchdowns. And then we'll close our series with Boxing Hall of Famer Sugar Ray Leonard, an Olympic gold medalist. Leonard won championships titles in 5 weight divisions. He's considered one of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers of all time, and Leonard is also now a best-selling author. For details and ticket pricing to purchase tickets, please visit rmspeakerseries.com or call 1-800-514-3849. I'd like to give special thanks to our marketing department, specifically Haley Tice, Lori O'Keefe, and Gabe Cotting, not only for their wonderful work, their hard work, but also for giving me my cheat sheets today, because I would not have had all those sports details and stats. I'd also like to make mention, I attended the Preservation Mirage. It's a wonderful organization recognizing, acknowledging, and honoring mid-century modern architecture and all things historical here in Rancho Mirage. And on January 5th, they showcased an Arthur Elrod designed condo in Tamarisk West for all citizens, not only in Rancho Mirage, but valley-wide, that really have an appreciation for historical preservation. Please look up preservationmirage.org. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Ted, do you have a comment today?
Yes, I do, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much. I want to talk about the river for a moment. And if the first slide is available. There is a new tenant that's going to be coming to the river in the next few months called Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's is a national restaurant chain that has games, all sorts of mechanical video games, and it has a reputation for arranging parties. It is a different demographic than what we're used to, and I'm excited about the possibilities. Now, the tenant is going to be occupying the space that formerly was leased to Aquapaza, as well as the space contiguous to that, a total of 20,000 square feet. There is 227,000 square feet at the River Shopping Center. And I think that this will be the beginning of a renaissance. We went through this some years ago with the Rancho Las Palmas Shopping Center that was in bankruptcy in 2015. And you all know what has happened since then. We've had the renaissance includes, of course, the existing tenants of CVS Pharmacy and Starbucks and the excellent new tenant that's going to be opening in May, which will be very exciting, and that's Amazon Fresh. This particular corner in Rancho Mirage is truly the center of our city from a commercial standpoint. Next slide, please. The total visitors, as you can see, to the valley is 14.1 million. And that's broken down between airport travelers, visitors, spending $5.9 billion annually. There are 1,900 hotel rooms, including the Ritz-Carlton, the Westin, Mission Hills, and Omni Las Palmas, ideally situated as far as proximity to the river is concerned. Next slide, please. The number of people that attend the events in the valley is overwhelming. As you can see, 750,000 attend the Coachella Fest, 135,000 the International Film Festival, 475,000 attendees at the BNP Paribas, 255,000 attendees over 3 days at Stagecoach, and Modernism, another 150,000 attendees. Next slide, please. The population of the primary area is 124,000, 18,000 of which is Rancho Mirage. The median age in this area would be 56.6 years. In the Coachella Valley as a whole, we're dealing with 398,000 people and a median age of 42.2. Next slide, please. So, that was a little premature. I'll talk about the lunar in a minute. The point is that I think the river will be undergoing a renaissance, much like the Rancho Las Palmas. Rancho Las Palmas came to life when the developer recognized that we had to build a view corridor off of Highway 111 that provided access at that time to a new tenant, which was Steinmart, and which will now be the Amazon Fresh. That was the beginning, along with moving CVS Pharmacy to the corner. I believe the same thing will be a stimulant here for the river, and we're extremely excited about it. And you can put back the next slide again. In addition, we have the Lunar Festival coming to the river on February 11th. This particular event is going to attract an enormous number of people. There will be the Year of the Rabbi, which is the rabbit, which is the matter of fact, the rabbi is an event we're going to on Sunday. The rabbi will be happy that I have that on my mind. The festivities will include live music, vendors, lion dancing, children's craft station, and more, celebrating arts and culture, all of it free to the public. This will be one of the most well-attended events that we have, and I think will be a great stimulus to the river. So it's exciting that what's going on there. Dave & Buster's, we welcome you. We think that's the beginning, along with the Lunar that's coming up. So again, mark it on your calendars, February 11th, and plan your next party at Dave & Buster's. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ted, and the rabbi is waiting for you outside.
Yes.
Ted, I think we need more rabbis shopping at the river.
Donation.
Last little bit of news on some existing programs that are coming up in the short time. As we begin 2023, we have several upcoming programs that are available at no cost to the residents of Rancho Mirage. First of all, each Friday morning at the Rancho Mirage Country Community District, Community Park, there's a certified farms market from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. offering free yoga and beginning at 10 a.m. for the yoga. Everything from fresh produce to meat, as well as the homemade soaps and jewelry, can be found at the farmers market, so be sure to check it out. Sunday, January 29th, the CV Symphony opens up for its 2023 season at the Rancho Mirage Amphitheater, with music from Best of Stage and movies showing at 2 p.m. These concerts are free to the public, however, registration is required. And lastly, on Saturday, February 4th, the City of Rancho Mirage invites all Rancho Mirage residents for a day at Palm Springs Power Baseball. The admission to the game is free, and Rancho Mirage residents are excited about what's going on here. Attendees will receive a complimentary hot dog, well, you can't beat that when going to a baseball game, a bag of chips, and water or soda. First game begins at 10 a.m. with a second game at 12:30. For more information, visit the website palmspringspower.com. We hope that all the residents in the area will take advantage of these various items. Do we have a video on the table?
Hi, I'm Andrew Starkey, president of Power Baseball in the California Winter League. I'm also a proud resident of the City of Rancho Mirage. I'm excited to let everyone know about the City of Rancho Mirage Day at Palm Springs Stadium with the California Winter League. It's happening Saturday, February 4th with a doubleheader of games at 10 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. You'll get free admission by being a resident of the City of Rancho Mirage, included with free lunch, hot dog, soda, bag of chips, and great entertainment. Your hometown teams, the Palm Springs Power, are taking on the Oregon Jacks, and the Palm Springs Chill will be taking on the Toronto Rush. The partnership that we have with the City of Rancho Mirage for the last several years is outstanding. They not only support their local residents, but the sports community here in the Coachella Valley. For more information, go to the City of Rancho Mirage website or go to CaliforniaWinterLeagueBaseball.com. We hope to see everyone at Palm Springs Stadium on Saturday, February the 4th for the City of Rancho Mirage Day at California Winter League.
Another exciting season of Power Baseball. And Ted, are we going to throw out the first ball again this time?
Absolutely. Warm up. Get ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, looking at the next item now, that is the comments from our city manager. Isaiah, do you have anything to comment on today?
None today. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, but I would like to request a 10-minute recess.
Okay, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Well, we're back in session again. And the first item coming up on the agenda is the consent calendar. And that is handled by our Isaiah Hegerman, our city manager. And Isaiah, would you like to begin?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the City Council, you have 7 items on your consent calendar for consideration. Item number 1 is to waive the full reading of all ordinances introduced or adopted pursuant to this agenda. Item number 2, staff is pulling this item, and we will bring it back at the next meeting. Item number 3 is to adopt ordinance number 1203, second reading, amending section 2.02.005, line of succession, appointment of mayor and mayor pro tem of the Rancho Mirage Municipal Code, pursuant to Measure C, approved by the voters at the November 8th, 2022 general municipal election. Item number 4 is to adopt joint resolution number 2023, next in order, making findings pursuant to Government Code Section 54953 as amended by Assembly Bill 361 and authorizing continued remote teleconference meetings of the City Council and affiliated agencies and all other city-affiliated Brown Act bodies in accordance with AB 361 during the current state of emergency related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Item number 5 is the final acceptance of CP 22-377. This was the library re-roofing project. Item number 6 are contracts. Item number 7 are demands. And before we get to council comments or questions, if any member of the public wishes to speak on one of these items, now is the time to do so. If you are participating remotely, you would use the raise hand button on Zoom or *9 on your telephone. We'll do our in-person audience first, and I do have one speaker card here for item number 4, Brad Anderson. All right, Brad Anderson has left the chambers and is not here. Do we have any other speaker cards?
No, we do not.
Anyone in the audience that didn't fill out a speaker card that wishes to speak on the consent calendar? And we have no one on our remote audience, so we will close the public comment portion, and I will turn this over to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Isaiah. Any comments from the council?
I move to accept the consent calendar.
With the exception of number 2.
I'm sorry, you're correct. With the exception of item 2, which is the minutes for the regular meeting of December 15th.
I'll second that.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor to vote in favor of the everyone but number 2, right, on the consent calendar. All in favor, vote yes.
Oh.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, thank you very much. The next item is number 8 on the calendar. Are we right on that? Resolution number 2023- next in order, adopting permanent local housing allocation plan and authorizing application for the receipt of permanent local housing allocation, PLHA, Great Fund Funds. Is that right? Great Fund Funds? Great Fund Funds, okay. At this point, I'm sure Marcus can explain that. So I turn it over to Marcus Elliman, the housing manager, to present the staff report. Marcus?
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor Kite, City Council, and staff. In 2017, Governor Brown signed a 15-bill housing package aimed at addressing the state's housing shortage and high housing costs. Specifically, it included the Building Homes and Jobs Act, which established a $75 recording fee on real estate documents to increase the supply of affordable homes in California. Funding for the Permanent Local Housing Allocation Grant is provided pursuant to Senate Bill 2. SB 2 established the fund and authorizes the department to allocate 70% of monies collected and deposited in the fund to local governments for eligible housing and homelessness activities. These funds became available in 2019 through the PLHA grant. The permanent local housing allocation ensures geographic equity in the distribution of the $335 million available in funding. Per the Department of Housing and Community Development, the maximum 5-year allocation estimate ranging from 2019 to 2023 for the city of Rancho Mirage is $1,032,019. Staff is proposing to apply for the maximum 5-year allocation. The allocation will be utilized in the rehabilitation of the Rancho Mirage Housing Authority's affordable housing property, Parkview Villas. Parkview Villas is a community made up of 41 one-bedroom, 41 two-bedroom units. This property was purchased by the Housing Authority in 1989 and would greatly benefit from the funding provided by the permanent local housing allocation. To apply for PLHA grant funding, the city is required to include a resolution authorizing the application and receipt of the grant funds. Staff is recommending that the City Council adopt resolution number 2023 next in order, adopting permanent local housing allocation plan and authorizing application for and receipt of permanent local housing allocation grant funds. Upon adoption of the attached resolution, staff will finalize the grant application and submit for state review. This concludes my presentation. I am available for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus. Before we go to the council comments, I want to open this up to public testimony.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Olivia, will you please conduct the public testimony?
Yes, we have no speaker cards for this item, so if anyone in the audience who did not fill out a speaker card and would like to speak on the item, please come up to the podium. And we also have nobody on Zoom raising their hand or pressing *9.
Okay, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing portion of the meeting and return it back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. And any council comments on this issue? Ted, did you have anything?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Marcus, on this particular item, now normally it doesn't require council approval to apply for a grant. We apply for grants all the time. I know Public Works does that and spends a lot of time issuing applications for grants. What is the main reason, in other words, why now do we have to approve this particular item at the council level as opposed to you being able to apply directly?
I can answer that. So actually, most grants require a resolution by the council, especially when it shows a commitment that the governing body, when there's matching funds or things like that, or approving the concept, and when there's matching funds are allocating the necessary matching funds for those projects. So it's quite common for our grant opportunities to come with a resolution that's approved by the council.
So is it the matching funds aspect that requires council approval? Is that the distinction?
No, it's whatever the requirement for the grant is. So it's not every time, right? So some grants don't require these resolutions, others do. It's just based on how they wrote the rules when they adopted that funding stream.
Okay.
It's I would guess, a little subjective to sometimes it's in there and sometimes it's not. So when it's a requirement, we bring it forward.
Any other comments, questions on this item?
I do, Mr. Mayor. Marcus, I noticed that in this formula allocations, and it's to fund rehabilitation of our properties, is that like infrastructure, roofing, water heaters, air conditioning?
A couple of the projects that we have in mind for the rehabilitation at Parkview Villas is upgrading of exterior lighting, the resurfacing the walkways, and also the pavement.
Would this type of grant also be conducive for solar installation or tankless water heaters, something on an energy efficiency?
That's something that we can look into as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcus. Any other comments? Can I have a motion, please?
I'll be happy to make that motion, Mr. Mayor, that the City Council adopt resolution number 2023 next in order, adopting permanent local housing allocation plan and authorizing application for and receipt of permanent local housing allocation, PLHA, grant funds.
And I'd like to second that, please.
Please vote.
We have a, we need a vote. Well, we have the approval.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll now move on to item number 9, which is resolution number 2023, next in order, adjusting electric generation rate schedule for Rancho Mirage Energy Authority, RMEA, Community Aggregation Program. And I believe this is to be looked at by Jessica. Jessica, are you ready?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, members of City Council. The item I will be discussing today is a resolution approving adjusted electric generation rate schedules for the Rancho Mirage Energy Authority. Staff is here today as Southern California Edison has recently implemented a rate adjustment. RMEA reviews and adjusts alongside SCE to ensure customers' savings is achieved while also ensuring that rates reflect current power market costs. Since its launch in May of 2018, RMEA has provided cleaner energy and saved the community well over $3 million. We provide direct savings to the community on their electric bills by competitively adjusting our rates when SCE adjusts theirs. RMEA is saving residents money and has put over $600,000 directly back into residents' pockets through the Rancho Mirage Solar and Battery Rebate Program, which is only available to RMEA participants. RMEA also provides residents the power to choose to be even greener and opt up to the 100% premium renewable energy choice for all their power needs. At this time, I would like residents and business to know that we are always available and here to help. If you have any questions regarding your electric bill or the RMEA program, please do not hesitate to reach out and contact me. And with that, it is staff's recommendation to adjust the RMEA rates alongside SCE while continuing to provide overall savings to customers.
Thank you very much. We need to have public testimony on this item at this point. Is that right, Olivia?
Yes. We will now open the public testimony for this item. I did not receive any speaker cards for this item, so if you're in the public and you would like to speak, please come up to the podium. Also, on Zoom, please press *9 or raise your hand on Zoom. I don't have anybody on Zoom, and there's no one in the public either. So we will close the public testimony.
Okay, the testimony is closed. Is there any comments or questions from the council?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Jess, on 9.2, 9-2, under fiscal impact, it says the rates as proposed will provide a savings to customers compared to SCE generation rates. How much is the savings or the differential as of now?
Savings is currently at 0.5%.
1.5%. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? We need a motion.
I'll go ahead and make the motion that the City Council adopt Resolution Number 2023 next in order, adjusting electric generation rate schedule for Rancho Mirage Energy Authority, RMEA Community Aggregation Program.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Please vote.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to item number 10, minor modification, case number MOD 22-0048, original entitlement. I believe at this time, Mina, are you handling this item?
I can take it over from here. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good afternoon, council members. Give me just a moment to pull up my presentation. Here we go. Today we'll be discussing minor modification case number MOD 22-0048 for Rancho Cove. The original entitlement was obtained in 2019, and the associated case numbers are environmental assessment case number 16-0002, general plan zoning map amendment case number GPZMA 18002, specific plan amendment case number SPA 16001, tentative tract map number 37122, and preliminary development plan case number PDP 16003. The project site is located in an isolated cove at the intersection of Highway 111 and 1 Mirage Place near the Rancho Mirage Cathedral City border. I'll provide a brief overview of the project and then present the modified condition we're considering. The project entitlement includes a mixed-use development consisting of a 100-room hotel, 21,000 square feet of commercial and retail space distributed amongst 3 pad buildings, and 35 residential condos on a site that measures 13 acres in size. The City Council approved the project on January 17, 2019. On April 16, 2019, the applicant filed a lawsuit against the city, alleging that condition of approval number 69 is invalid. On June 30, 2022, the applicant and city entered into a settlement agreement requiring the City Council to consider revisions to condition of approval number 69. The condition was a standard condition imposed on projects of this nature, and with the proposed modification still meets the city's intention and remains a standard condition, but provides the developer the clarification that they were desiring. The original and modified conditions are displayed. I'll go ahead and read through the modified condition. 1, per the included exhibit hereto, the developer is not required to retain 100% of storm flows on site. The developer is only required to retain the incremental increase in stormwater flows caused by the project, and therefore must design the project in a manner so as to not increase existing drainage condition storm flows to the 2 culverts under Highway 111. 2, subject to compliance with 1 above, the 2 existing culverts under Highway 111 are deemed by the City of Rancho Mirage to be an acceptable disposal site for all drainage of stormwater flows for existing drainage condition. The developer is not required to upgrade the 2 existing 42-inch reinforced concrete pipe culverts under Highway 111 for existing condition drainage of stormwater flows. However, If developer's project results in incremental increased flows greater than the existing condition flows to the existing culverts, the developer is responsible for modifying or improving the culverts and/or related infrastructure at the developer's sole cost. 3, nuisance water caused by the developer's project must be absorbed to the satisfaction of the city engineer. 4, the first flush runoff caused by the developer's project must be retained on site in accordance with Whitewater SMWP BMP manual requirements. And 5, a hydraulic report in accordance with the Riverside County Hydrology Manual shall be submitted from a registered civil engineering showing how this stormwater is handled. And that concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Comments? This is a public item, so we need to go to the public. Anybody in the audience?
No, I did not receive any speaker cards for this. If you are on Zoom, please press *9 or raise your hand on Zoom. I don't see anybody on Zoom, and I don't have a speaker card. Anybody in the audience has not came up to the podium, so I would say we have no speakers.
Okay, thank you. Any comments from the council?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Ted.
Because this project, had litigation previously that has been now resolved, and it states in here, obviously, that if the developer's project itself causes any excessive runoff, it's their obligation. I guess, again, my question and concern is, do you see any area in which the city could be held at this point liable for any runoff or any additional cost connected to the development of this project? And Steve, maybe that's a question that you should answer.
Yeah, we carefully reviewed the proposed revisions, and we went through several reiterations of that provision just to ensure exactly that it wasn't going to create any additional liability for the city. It's going to be the total responsibility of the developer to make sure all of this drainage works pursuant to this modified condition. And that's one of the reasons why we insisted that hydrology or a hydraulic report be prepared that demonstrates that this is actually is going to work and not increase any increased risk for, with respect to flooding. So I'm comfortable with that.
Good.
And we also had outside legal counsel review it, along with the expert engineer that was retained. Planning reviewed it. We had our Public Works Engineering Department review it. So we're all comfortable that this is okay and it should work. And if it doesn't, it's not our responsibility.
Great. Thank you.
Have we had any contact with the developer as to what their future is for this property?
Well, our primary focus was just on this condition.
Okay. All right.
But they still have valid permits.
All right, good. All right, any other comments, questions? Can I have a motion on item number 10?
Okay, I'll make a motion that the City Council approve the filing of a notice of exemption pursuant to California Environmental Quality Act guidelines, Section 15162, subsequent EIRs and negative declarations, and B, approve minor modification case number MOD 22-0048 to revise condition of approval number 69 of the original entitlement package regarding project site drainage and water retention, original entitlement environmental assessment case number 160002, general plan zoning map amendment case number GPZMA 18002, specific plan amendment case number SPA 16001, tentative track map number 37122, and preliminary development plan case number PDP 16003.
Second.
Ted, I cannot tell you how appreciative we are of you getting through that whole item.
Without even taking a breath.
Without taking a breath. So on item number 11, there is a motion and a second. Would you please vote?
Motion passes 5-0 for item number 10.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the action calendar, number 11, to consider additional funds to the turf rebate program in partnership with the Coachella Valley Water District. Jessica, you're back at it.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The item I now have for council's consideration is in first part an update on the city's current turf rebate program, a request for an additional allocation of funds, and secondly, a request for direction on a supplemental turf rebate program for well water users. The city has continued to support the reduction of water usage and has encouraged the removal of turf in several different programs, one in 2011, one in 2016, and then the current program being discussed today. This current program is a partnership with the Coachella Valley Water District. The city is providing a matching rebate of $3 per square foot for residential, $1 per square foot for commercial HOA projects. And in addition, the city has been offering a direct rebate of up to $6,000 for projects that abut city streets that are required to utilize a landscape architect. The current program continues to exceed all expectations with over 1.1 million square feet of projects submitted to date. Due to the high demand of the program, the funds have again run out, and there's currently a wait list of projects that await for a funding decision. It is proposed that the council consider allocating an additional $350,000 to the program. Of this additional funds, it is proposed to reserve $300,000 for projects to include funding the wait list and $50,000 to be allocated for the reimbursement of landscape architect fees for the projects that abut city streets. Additionally, staff has received increased interest from HOA communities on well water that are requesting a supplemental program as they wish to convert from turf and save water, but are ineligible for the current CVWD turf rebate program. CVWD is funding their portion of their program utilizing penalty fees, and thus only customer classes that are subject to these penalties are eligible to participate. Well water users are ineligible as they are a class of customers not subject to penalties and are unable to receive the benefit at the expense of other customer classes. Those on well water have been able to continue to water their non-functional turf. CVWD has been exploring funding sources for well water users. However, the timeframe and status of a program is currently unknown. Turf abutting city streets continues to provoke public health concerns from the Vector Control District as irrigation runoff into storm drains creates ideal conditions for mosquito breeding, which is a public concern. In addition, the turf that is typically outside the walls and causing these issues is truly non-functional. Due to both the HOA interest in a program and the concerns previously mentioned, staff is bringing forth several options for council's consideration. Option 1, create a supplemental city program to provide a direct rebate of $1 per square foot for living turf removal for HOA projects that are ineligible for the current CVWD program due to being on well water, with eligible projects limited to areas outside perimeter walls that abut city streets. Staff would recommend a $100,000 initial budget if this option is chosen. Option 2 is to wait and see if CVWD does a well water program with partnership opportunities in the future. And option 3 would be to not create or further inquire on a turf rebate program for well water users. Staff recommends that City Council approve the additional $350,000 budget for the current rebate program, and staff seeks direction from Council on a proposed supplemental turf program for well water users. This concludes my presentation, and I would take any questions.
Thank you, Jessica. Staff is recommending the first item?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions, comments?
We have a speaker card from Brad Anderson,
Okay.
who I do not see in the chamber. So I can move forward with Zoom. If you have any comments you would like to make, please press *9 or raise your hand on Zoom. I have Jeff Johnson.
Hi, this is Jeff Johnson. I'm a resident of Rancho Mirage, as well as the HOA treasurer of the Versailles HOA that's located at the corner of Gerald Ford and Monterey Avenues. We encourage the council to continue with this turf rebate program, as we ourselves are planning to apply for it. Even though we have received quite a bit of rain lately, that's just a drop in the bucket towards our drought, as well as, unfortunately, California has not built up enough reservoirs and so on to retain their rainwater. And the news has noted that much of our recent rainstorms have flowed right to the Pacific Ocean. So with our reoccurring drought situation, we have rain today, but who knows if it'll be additional droughts tomorrow. We encourage the City Council to approve the extension of the turf rebate program. Thank you.
Thank you for your interest. Any other? Okay, thank you. Any final questions, comments? Can I have a motion, please?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
One question, Jess. Regarding well water, do we have any idea or have we received a map of any kind from CVWD as to what areas are being watered by well water?
Staff did do preliminary research into the areas that could potentially benefit from a supplemental program, and it is estimated roughly around 500,000 square feet potentially could go into this program, and that is a high estimate in staff's opinion.
So we can identify those areas specifically?
So some of them, CVWD doesn't have a complete list of well customers. So most of the grass you see remaining along our regional roads next to HOAs are likely to be well water customers, which is why it's still being watered. So if they were CVWD customers, CVWD would be fining them for watering non-functioning turf. But again, since they have their own well, they're not subject to those requirements. So when we did, obtained a very rough map from CVWD that was very high level, and kind of just going through our community, you can tell most likely that a lot of the communities that still have a healthy amount of turf outside the wall are likely well water customers.
All right, thank you. Any other questions?
I do. First, I want to, if I may, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Steve.
First, I want to say thank you to the homeowner from Versailles, who I think he said he was on the board, for making his comment. I, too, have heard comments from other constituents asking that we find a way to continue this program. I wouldn't be surprised if some of my council colleagues haven't also heard those questions. So it certainly seems to me that it's probably fairly easy for us to determine that option 3 is not open for consideration. At least that's my opinion and my guess as to what most of you would agree to. So I think the only items open are either option 1 or option 2. I do have a question about the CVWD, and I guess, Jessica, you're telling us that the CVWD has yet to determine if they will participate in a program for well water customers.
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, so initially they reached out to us and said, we're going to create a program for well water customers. Would you guys join us? You were the first last time. Will you be the first this time? And so, we said, great. And we started requesting some data, like where do you think those users are in our community, to try to get an understanding of potentially how, what's the square footage out there in our community. And, they kind of indicated that they were waiting on something from their attorney at the district to make sure that the funding source that they were going to utilize was legal. Initially, they had said they gotten the thumbs up and nothing in writing. And then in our last conversation with them, they kind of indicated that they might have cooled their jets on that idea because the primary program for normal customers was going so well. And so, from our perspective as staff, we had already done a lot of the research and said, well, at least let's take this to the council to, see what their thoughts on it before we conclude at a staff level one way or the other. So I would say right now it's probably more than likely that if the council decided that they wanted to do something for well customers, we'd likely be on our own.
Okay, all right. The other issue that I think is important for us to note is, as Jessica mentioned in the staff report, the Coachella Valley Mosquito and Vector Control District, and I sit on the Board of Trustees, is very encouraging for cities to find a way to do away with turf that borders up to city streets. And the reason, of course, is irrigation runoff into the culverts. And that's where mosquitoes are bred. And I can tell you it's a significant problem. Having had a tour by the Coachella Valley Mosquito and Vector Control District of some of those culverts, and even in the height of summer, many of them are filled deep with water, and they create a serious problem for the district. So there's another good reason for us to consider this. So I guess the short story here is I'm certainly in favor of option one, and I'm guessing most of you are too, but other comments?
Good comment. Any comments down here? Questions? Over on this side? Either side, a public question? Okay, it looks like we can go to a vote.
Is this an item that we need to vote on, or are you just searching for direction from us to tell you, go figure out option one?
No, a vote on this item would be helpful. So just from a staff perspective, if the council wants to move forward with option number one for well water users, we would kind of utilize, this program to go initiate contact with some of those HOAs and make them aware that we are doing a city program. Obviously, right now, if it's a normal domestic customer, they go through the CVWD process. And so they would be going through our process here at the city. So they would actually be working with us. So it would be a little bit more hands-on. We would be reaching out to the HOAs in our community and saying, hey, the city council, wants to do something, for your club and get rid of this grass. Obviously, some of the clubs out there have a large amount of grass outside their walls. And this isn't going to happen overnight if they decide to do it. But I think this, kind of in our eyes, this would be, a way to approach them and target those areas that we potentially want to target in our city with a benefit and not so much a punishment.
Okay, I'm still a little confused. Are you asking for a motion on the specific request for recommendation which says that we approve an additional $350,000 budget, or are you asking us to tell you to go figure out how to do option one?
So there would be potentially two recommendations here. So a recommendation for program number one, which is the normal CVWD customer, which we've been doing the whole time. So that program needs more money. We're out of money there. So we're requesting $350,000 for that specific program. So that's the partnership with CVWD, where those customers would go to CVWD, work with CVWD, just like the first $2.5 million. A separate and distinct recommendation would be, what do we do for well customers? So those are the three options that we lined out. So we would need a motion, and it could be voted on at the same time, but within the motion, it would be funding program number one at $350,000. And then whatever it is, options 1, 2, or 3 that are on 11-2 for the well water customers.
Okay, I'll be happy, unless anyone else has any comments, I'll be happy to make the motion.
Just before you do, Steve, I want to make another comment. Isaiah, then, if indeed we proceed with the well water, our staff will now be the working entity that takes pictures, receives pictures, does all of the things that are under the auspices of CVWD, and you're saying our staff is prepared to do that if we approve well water. Is that correct?
Yes, so it would run much like our first two programs when it was an independent city customer, and we did this for those two programs.
And I guess one more tag on, if I may, to that. That's a very good question and a very good issue, Ted. And I assume then that it is the case that if the CVWD ultimately decides that they will fund a well water program, we could come back and make an adjustment to let it all go through the CVWD as we did previously.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that would be preferable because one of the attributes of the prior program is it took a lot of the pressure off of staff. And so therefore, we were able to direct the applicant directly to CVWD. That would be ideal, but we'll have to wait and see about that.
Yeah, and definitely a big consideration here as far as, the impacts on staff is we're dealing with a handful of country clubs, right? So given, the $2.5 million in program number 1, if we try to do that on our own, that was a lot of people. With this well water customer potential program, we're dealing with a handful of clubs within our city. I would suspect that even with this incentive out there, some of them just might not have the bandwidth to take on projects of this scope and cost at this point. So now you've even reduced that even further. I think from our standpoint as staff, to take on these handful of customers and try to reach out to them and get a little proactive with them. Like I said, these type of projects are going to have some pretty significant turnaround time. So if at any point, during that period of time, CVWD does create a program for well water customers, it would be easy to transition that into kind of how program number 1 is working.
Jessica, just one question. The total amount of money that the city has spent up to this point on this program, is that $3.5 million?
We are at 2.5 million. If this additional budget is allocated, we'd be at 2.85.
Okay, thank you. Steve, did you have an motion?
I'll be happy to make the motion that number 1, the city council approve an additional $350,000 budget allocation to the current turf rebate program and provide direction on a proposed supplement turf rebate program for well water users using funding if approved, and that staff operate under option 1 with respect to well water customers.
Is there a second?
I'd like to second it.
All in favor, please vote yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, thank you.
And I don't remember saying it, but this will be a regular item on our agenda where staff can keep the council updated as there are developments both in program number 1 and with the well water customers. So thank you.
Okay. It's an ongoing process for sure.
Yeah, it's been a great program. So.
Yeah. Okay, item number 12, appointments to the Rancho Mirage Housing Commission and the Rancho Mirage Library Observatory Commission. And this one would normally be Christie, but...
You're stuck with me today, Mr. Mayor.
Stuck with Isaiah. Okay, go to it.
All right. Councilmember Marker has a vacancy on the Rancho Mirage Housing Commission and is nominating Ms. Lee Jennison for the remainder term, which ends on June 1st, 2023. And the application and materials is attached to the staff report. And then Mayor Kite has a vacancy on the Rancho Mirage Library and Observatory Advisory Commission. And Mayor Kite is nominating Mr. Donald Stein. And he also would fill the remaining term, which would end on June 1st, 2023. And his materials are attached to the staff report. And staff would be happy to answer any questions. So at this point, we can open this up for public comment. So if any member of the public wishes to speak on this item, now is the time to do so. If you are participating remotely, you would hit *9 on your telephone or raise hand on Zoom. And Olivia, I'll hand this off to you.
We have no speaker cards and no one via Zoom.
Is anyone in the audience that didn't fill out a speaker card wish to speak on this item? Okay, we will close the public comment, and I'll return this to the council. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Council comments here? Nothing here? Down this way?
No, other than if you would ask Mr. Jennison to prepare his resume in larger type so that we can easily read it for those of us that are of poor eyesight. But other than that, I think they look like both excellent candidates.
Ms. Jennison, yes.
Thank you.
And Mr. Mayor, if I may, I'd like to add, Ms. Jennison would be a wonderful asset to the Housing Commission. She and her family have lived in the area in Rancho Mirage for 30 years. Her husband's the lead oncologist recruited by Eisenhower for the Lucy Kersey Cancer Center. Her kids went to our public and private schools here in Rancho Mirage. One graduated from Stanford, a wonderful family and a wonderful asset to our commission.
Thank you. Don? He's not here. Don? Hi. Just stand up so people can see you're here. Don has been a resident of Rancho Mirage for 24 years, I believe, and part of Tamarisk. And he's had really an excellent job in recruiting money and working with charities outside the area. So we really look forward to working with you, and thanks for volunteering.
And thanks for sticking in for this long meeting.
Okay, any other comments from council? If not, can I have a motion? Anybody?
All right. I will make the motion that the City Council appoint Lee Jennison to serve as a member of the Rancho Mirage Housing Commission for the remainder of the current term, and appoint Donald Stein to serve as a member of the Rancho Mirage Library and Observatory Advisory Commission for the remainder of the current term.
There's a
Like to
motion. Is there a
second it.
second? Meg, do you have a second?
Please vote.
Please vote.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, we're getting down to the last strokes here. Item number 13 is appointment of a city council member to the Rancho Mirage Writers Festival Board. And
You're stuck with me again, Mr. Mayor.
stuck with the, okay, all yours, Isaiah.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. So we're all well aware of the Rancho Mirage Writers Festival and what a fantastic event it is that is held at our library. And it is a year-round effort to put on that festival. With Ms. Iris Smotrich leaving the city council, there is an open vacancy on that board. And Jamie Kabler, the Writer Festival founder, respectfully requests that Mayor Pro Tem Steve Downs be appointed to fill that vacant seat on the Rancho Mirage Writers Festival Board. That concludes my presentation, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. Before we get to council comments or questions, we'll open this item for public comment. If any member of the public wishes to speak on this item, now's the time to do so. If you're participating remotely, you would use *9 on your telephone or raise hand on Zoom. And Olivia, do we have any speaker cards on this item?
No, we do not have any speaker cards or anybody via remotely.
Anyone here in person that didn't fill out a speaker card? Okay, we will close the public comment period, and I will return this to the council. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Isaiah, and I can 110% support the nomination of...
Is that a motion?
That's a motion, yes.
And I will second it only because Mr. Kabler highly recommended the appointment. Therefore, I cannot deny it either.
And I am very appreciative of Jamie's request.
Yes.
Sounds like you're in, Steve.
There's been a motion and a second. Please vote.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, Mr. Let's see, we're out of names, folks. Anybody out there want to run for anything?
So, Mr. Mayor, we have one item left on our agenda today. That is item number 14.
Okay.
So this is our annual appointments that the city council sits on various outside agencies and boards. And so attached to the staff report is that proposed list. And this falls into the category of, they didn't tell me that when I was running for election. So all of you not only have to get the agenda packets that we produce here for you at the city, but you have the pleasure of serving on some of our wonderful regional agencies and bodies. And so this list appoints each one of you to various boards and commissions, and you'll get separate agenda packets and everything, meetings from them as well. So if there's any questions on the list, we are happy to answer those. This does take a vote of the council. Before we get to the council, if any member of the public wishes to speak on this item, now is the time to do so. If you're participating remotely, you would use *9 on your telephone or raise hand on Zoom. Olivia, do we have any speaker cards?
No, we do not have any speaker cards or anybody via Zoom. If anybody in the audience would like to speak, please come up to the podium.
Were you holding your breath on that, Isaiah?
Yeah, last one, trying to get through it. No one wants to talk on this item, shocker. Mayor?
I don't know why.
We'll entertain a motion.
Motion, please.
I'll make a motion that the City Council confirm the annual appointments of City Council representatives to various outside agency boards, committees, and commissions.
And I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. Please vote.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. That is the last of the agenda items. Now we'll move on to closed session. Steve?
Mr. Mayor, the City Council is now going to recess into closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D1 regarding the following cases: vacation rental owners and neighbors of Rancho Mirage et al. Versus City of Rancho Mirage, vacation rental owners and neighbors of Rancho Mirage versus City of Rancho Mirage, and Wendy Hope Heckman versus City of Rancho Mirage. And the final case is we have the name unspecified in the agenda since it disclosure of the name of the case would probably jeopardize pending settlement negotiations. And finally, we are also going to meet in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D4 regarding one potential initiation of litigation item. That's it.
Thank you, Steve. The council will now recess into closed session.
Okay, we're back in session. This is Rancho Mirage. And what do we do? No reportable action?
Mr. Mayor, there was no reportable action taken in closed session.
Okay, meeting's adjourned.